put your brother in the car and be like, we're going to ice cream. And then instead go right to the police and say,
Thank you so much for coming.
so nice. Yeah, of course.
It's so fun to have you.
You're so nice.
We wanted like a friend who was funny.
Can we be nice friends?
Yeah, okay. I want to be your friend. You also have great teeth.
Thank you.
I'm looking at your mouth like, holy shit.
I think we all have kind of killer teeth. What do you think?
Oh, turn up your podcast.
Quit trying to fuck
Sorry.
Mono.
Anyways.
Okay, so
Calling HR.
Mano Agapion.
Hey!
Welcome.
Yay.
Hi!
Thank you so much for
Welcome
coming
to the
here.
pod.
I like this. This is a fun setup.
I know.
I know,
isn't
it feels
fun?
like you're just in your living room.
We
are. It's a real
it
living
does,
room.
But I also feel like I'm meeting a couple and they're like trying to add me as
Yeah.
So, what's your schedule like?
Are you free?
Just like
Are
my
you
legs.
free?
Wide open.
Ooh, la la. Dusty. No, yeah, hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, this show is obviously called Cancel Your Plans.
Mm-hmm.
We famously are habitual plan cancelers. We love to
Yeah.
stay home.
Have you ever canceled on me?
Probably.
He has to have.
Probably. I can't
Yeah,
think
I'm
of any.
sure of it. I can't think of it,
Yeah.
but probably.
Probably. I feel like I can't keep track of my web of lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
honestly, I
respect
don't
that.
know if I've ever canceled on you. I feel
I
like
mean, it certainly didn't. It didn't like leave an impression. But
Yeah.
I was literally just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
we
know,
usually
drag
go out
his
and do.
ass if you do remember something.
Yeah,
Right.
probably.
Read him to filth.
I feel like we always do stuff that I want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And
You're fun.
I'm a blast.
Yeah, but you cancel on stuff even if it is fun. It's something you
that's
do
fine.
want to do.
That's true.
But I think you're there when it matters.
Aww.
Wow. That's really good.
You don't
You hear that?
cancel. You give
hear
me
that, people?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking about the drag show we've done very, very, very many times together.
Yeah,
You're always a prepared real adult.
it's true. He
Some
shows
might say
up when
two.
it counts, and he shows up on time, if not early.
Yeah.
I will show up on time, most likely early.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh no, she's too early and she's too stressed about being here.
I like that.
Yeah.
I relate to
And
that.
that's fair. But enough about
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Mano, what's what is your ethos when it comes to canceling plans?
Yes. I'm a complicated one. I would say for years my friends would roast me for being the maybe girl.
Yeah, hmm
I love saying maybe.
I'm a maybe girl as well.
What's intoxicating about a maybe to you?
The second you say yes to many plans, I feel like the second you say yes, it becomes a trap.
Yeah,
You're like, oh no, I'm
you
locked
sign a
in.
contract in blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've gotten better at it because truly, thankfully, my friends were just like, that's annoying. That sucks. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like, I'm buying tickets and I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, or a
That
concert
sucks.
that you know is going to cost a lot of money and you have to prepare.
But I'm prepared. If I say maybe to that, I'm clearly prepared to not come.
When I
Right?
hear maybe in LA
Yeah.
or New York, it's a no.
Yeah. But sometimes my maybe it becomes a yes. This is how I'm a little erratic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or also I'll try.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. No, but okay, so I love maybe traditionally. I've gotten a little better at it. I commit when I can tell it's the vibe. It's like for something like a ticketed event or I think I try to commit when it matters. And then I think I'm pretty consistent, but in fact, I would say I need to bail more.
Oh, and that's also a thing.
Because
You're
I'm
overextending
guilty.
yourself.
I'm overextending completely. I'm guilty
Yeah.
of showing up at a thing when I was like, I didn't want to come. I didn't want
Yeah.
to be here. Just one person said, you should come. And I went, okay.
Oh, wow.
You know? And I was
Yeah,
like, I
I
don't.
do.
Because I have the other, like the youngest child syndrome where I have a fear of missing out.
Yeah, FOMO.
And I'm afraid of like not being thought of. So like when someone invites me, I'm like, you have to go.
You
or
want
else
to
they
be
stop
perceived.
thinking of you.
Yeah.
I want to be. My dream is to be perceived.
Because sometimes I don't want to be perceived. I wake up some days and I'm like,
I
I don't
admire
want
that.
me.
anyone to perceive me.
I
don't want
admire
anyone
that.
to perceive me.
Do you want to be perceived?
Yes, but I want to be in complete control of it.
That's really hard to do.
You know,
Yeah.
it's hard and scary, but yeah, I feel some type of way. I'll cancel on things, I'll bail on things, but I'll feel some type of way if I'm not invited. Especially
Yeah, salty.
But I've had friends who have been like, "Well, you never come," so I stopped, and I'll go, "Oh, Right.
And that's fair.
And then I'll start showing up again.
Yeah.
But you said something interesting.
What'd
You
I
said
say?
you have like youngest child's syndrome, which is perfect because today
the topic
of the episode is family vacations.
Amazing.
and whether or not you canceled or bailed on a family trip. And how your
Certainly.
family would react.
Yeah. If there was one that was like, if one was sprung on you this week that didn't sound great to you, how would you even maneuver getting out of that?
I have canceled on things like this, but it's like I was never in, if that makes sense. Like I was asked, but one weird thing is my family lives in North Carolina.
Yeah, I want to know because I don't know how many siblings you have.
Oh my
What's your
God.
family dynamic?
My family's really crazy, very foreign, weird people. They've gone through hectic chaos. Like so many people are fighting and there's so much chaos in my
You don't
family.
have to get into
No,
it.
you don't have to get into
guess
It
that.
may feel like a
I
trap,
guess it
but we're not
started-
trying to trap you into
Unless
talking
you
about.
want to talk about it.
My sister was a naive child. No, but like my family's insane.
How many
So,
sibs do you have?
I have 3 older.
Okay.
They're all too different.
yeah.
My family is like a shitty sitcom with too many characters where
Okay.
you're like, this can't be a TV show because there are 12 specific characters.
Okay.
And we need 3.
Wow.
So there's every character in the book. I don't know where to start, but there's love addiction, personality disorders,
Okay.
Yeah.
manic tendencies.
So all
theft.
people you want to trap either in a car or on a plane together
yeah.
for
Exactly.
a long time.
Exactly. So, so my family has been so chaotic lately that in the past couple years, it's been incredibly easy to bail on things,
interesting.
and I really get a get out of jail free card being gay.
Oh, why?
I'm just like, I'm gay. I'm different.
like I'm
I'm
gay. I have like a gay
crazy.
That's
thing
so
to
real.
do.
That's so real.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. I'm gay.
I just
Wait,
wouldn't
I've never heard
understand.
this.
This works. It works.
Just say you're gay to get out of stuff?
Yes.
Wow.
Because they've already accepted that you live your life in a wacky, unnatural way.
Okay.
So then when you're like, I can't make it, I'm crazy over here, they're like, okay, I believe that.
he's got like a bunch of gay events and things to do.
Yeah. And if you set the
Yes.
precedent
Okay.
early of like, I'm gay, if you ask any questions, you're bad. Then,
Yeah.
then they'll just be like, all right,
Yeah.
well, he said it.
You know what? That's giving the like, I'm on my period.
Yeah.
Or you really can't, you say it and no one asks any more questions.
Do you want to be gagged? Are you guys ready to be gagged?
Yes,
We're so
always.
ready to be
The
gagged.
gag of the pod. I bailed on my own wedding.
Okay.
Let's zoom out. Let's
shit.
zoom out. So I married the man of my dreams.
Not accepting this.
Here's what I'll say. Let's go back. The man of my dreams proposed to me. I am currently married to him. However, when we were thinking about planning this wedding, and a lot of his family lives in Japan, a lot of my family lives in North Carolina. My family is going through unbelievable chaos. His family as well, but really it was just like we were like, where are we going to put these people together?
Yeah.
Who will deeply not understand one another.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I have no shame saying this. I was feuding with like not talking to one of my siblings.
Oof,
And then
yeah.
I was like, am I going to go through the emotional trauma of not inviting a sibling
Yeah.
to my wedding or not have a wedding?
You won't invite yourself.
It was either or.
So in ways, I bailed on my own wedding, and me and my partner eloped.
I was going to say you eloped. Yeah.
Yeah. But truly, I feel like to what you're saying, like, I feel like I bailed on my own wedding because I was like, it's too
Yeah.
much.
Do you regret that now? Do you wish
No.
you had a party or something to
We
celebrate?
might still have a party.
Yeah, it's not too late.
I'm busy that day, by the way.
We just celebrated 9 years together,
Aw.
and we have a dream of next year celebrating 10 years together and kind of having
That's
a
perfect.
cosplay wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. What are
Yeah.
you going to wear?
I don't know. But that event I think will hopefully be a placeholder for like bringing people together without the pomp and circumstance of wedding.
Yeah.
Right, so
the
it's like-
pressure.
There's
The
sort
pressure.
of, do you think that like family members would travel for that thing? Or do
I
like
think
less of
so.
like, it's open invitation, but like now there's no pressure.
I think
for
I'll
them
feel
to be
less
there.
pressure to
Yeah.
even invite the people I don't like.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
and
this
if
is
people
just
say no, it won't hurt your feelings the way it might.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think for me it'll just be like, oh, it's just a couple party. It's not, you know what I mean? Whereas
anniversary.
telling your sister you're not invited to my wedding.
Got it. So
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
that's intense. That's a lot. So,
That is a lot.
So now that you've sort of like formed this new smaller family unit,
Mhm.
when you guys travel together, what does
Yeah.
that look like? How is that?
I just ran into you're saying, okay, with my family?
With like Eugene,
your
maybe the
partner.
dog.
Eugene dog. Oh, that family unit's fantastic.
Yeah. So like if you guys are planning like a family vacation together, is that something like,
Yeah.
would there be a circumstance where you're like, I'm out. Have fun.
With your partner and his dog?
I don't know. I just figured
That's a
like
fair question.
that's still a family.
That's still a
That's
family.
fair.
But I do like traveling with that family, but I will say we also go on separate vacations.
Oh,
Ooh.
with friends
Yeah.
or solo trips?
Okay.
Yeah, Jean just went to Japan.
I was gonna ask, have you been to Japan?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah,
I get to
Pretty
go
cool.
about
You
once
looked
a year.
so disappointed. You were like,
pretty
I didn't want it to be
fun.
fun, but it was fun.
No, that sounds sick.
It's
It
so
just
far
feels
away. It ended up
so-
being so fun.
So nasty to be like, yes, I love Japan. I go every year. It's really important to me. I'm fortunate enough to get to go every winter.
Yeah, that's incredible.
because his family's still there, so we get to go visit.
And I do feel like LA is central between North
Oh,
Carolina and
it's-
Japan. If I
it
know
actually
geography, right?
It actually is.
So having a wedding in California,
yeah, no, that would be the place.
a party,
Wedding.
a celebration of love.
Celebration love party.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that could happen. But yes, wait, I go to Japan's great. He went to Japan without me. I went to Europe without him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's bailing, but
No.
it's built in. You have to
you
have to
build it.
build in bailing into your relationship.
Oh wow.
That is a word.
It's taking space.
It's
but
taking
in like a really
space.
in a way that's like
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out.
How do y'all feel about building and bailing into your relationship? Do you feel like you do that or you want to do that?
I'm so single and have been for a long time. But
Shocking.
I know.
Shocking.
It's men, just I'm single. Fans of the pod. But I absolutely need space, like
Yeah.
hardcore. I need space in all my relationships. Friendship, I live alone too, and I've lived alone for like 3 peaceful years. So I definitely think when I do find a partner, we're gonna have to build in some major.
Yeah. You
Then
said you don't even want to be perceived.
Well, no, not all the time. I like being perceived, but like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to be perceived.
I admire that. As someone with a sick kind of toxic
Yeah.
validation loop I live through, I admire that.
But I also have anxious attachment style with romantic partners.
Yeah.
So I would, if we do build bailing in, it would have to be like really communicative. Like, I still love you, but I just need tonight to clean my apartment and we'll check in tomorrow. Like that, I would need it to be really clear.
I like that.
Yeah. When it comes to airport, I think this is something that I picked up on when it came, it started early with family vacations where it was my family situation also insane.
Yeah.
We never we're from Massachusetts, never traveled to, the furthest we went was Florida to Disney
I was gonna
World,
say
which was
Disney
fun, but then
In a car?
no, not in a car, in a plane. Okay. But
We did that from Delaware because I'm from Delaware. We would drive.
Oh yeah, that's close.
I've done that.
But also every day of the trip, it's someone screaming at each other.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we're
yeah,
that
yeah.
type of family.
Yeah,
So
same.
and then even just getting to the airport, leaving the
Same.
house, they're screaming in the car all the way to the airport.
Yeah.
So I carry that with me when I'm traveling.
Totally.
So I'm we're gonna get there hour and a half early.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Same.
weave through. You better keep up with me.
Same.
No dilly dallying. And then once we're through security at
You
the
can
Delta
breathe.
Lounge,
Same.
then I can breathe.
He's big on the
One-
Delta Lounge.
Oh, I love that you had the lounge life. But I'm saying my family was so chaotic with plans that I'm kind of type A, tight ass. One time, this is just to give you an example of how messy my family is. My mom misses flights all the time.
Wow.
One time we were flying to Greece with me, my mom, and my grandparents. My grandparents just got on the wrong plane.
How did they
Excuse
let
me?
them on?
Huh?
How do they let them on the wrong plane?
This is, you gotta remember, this is before 2001.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. This is
okay.
willy
Where it's
nilly.
just like,
Whereas,
get in.
yeah,
You can be Batman with the bomb, walking onto the plane, going.
No security.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they
Your
just got,
poor
and they were just like,
grandmother.
we were like, what? They're like, yeah, they're not on this plane. They're like, okay, we were supposed to fly to Athens.
Where did they fly to?
Atlanta.
I
They-
knew it was going to be Georgia. I knew it.
And we
Your
were like,
parents
what the
just went,
fuck?
I knew
And
it.
we were just Kevining old people. And that was the beginning of the trip. That was the beginning of the trip. Oh my God. I have a lot of traveling traumas. My family was just like,
I do-
whatever. Who
I
cares?
can relate. Actually, recently,
Yeah.
my family loves going on. My family has a lot of baggage, and I can relate to both of your stories.
Yes.
But we still insist on doing stuff together
Oh.
and in big groups.
Big?
I went on an 11-day cruise with 22 of my family members.
Oh my God.
That is not an exaggeration. 11 days, 22 family members. We had matching shirts. We took photos like up on the stairs.
I just sharted myself. Oh, that sucks.
But what I kind of love about my family is there's so much dysfunction, but we have to be together. We gotta like just make it work.
Mm-hmm.
There's no option to not be together.
Would you walk off a flight if you were like, nah, this isn't, I gotta get out of here?
Yeah, fuck
Would you do it?
I could see me doing it. I really could. It's not my thing, but every once in a while, inspiration strikes, and I'll just go.
We were like, fuck this.
In
Would you
fact-
casually do it? Would you do it like Devon Sawa in Final Destination?
I think I would do it quietly. I wish
Same.
I would Sawa.
That was also pre 9/11.
Blow up! I know. I
He
only
said we're gonna
because-
blow up, and then they let him stay in the airport.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because now you're TikTok fodder. I don't want to
Oh, yeah.
become
oh, that
viral.
motherfucker is not real.
That one is not real. Yeah, you don't want to become that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Okay, so I would probably do it quietly. And also, one weird thing is in my older age, because I've been a peacemaker my whole life.
Yeah.
But
We have all the trauma markers of like
Yes.
the kids who tried to keep the peace and are now type A because that's the only control we have.
the only thing you
Now
can
I
control.
am the peace.
The three of us
Yes.
can
Oh,
relate on that.
Oh my gosh, you've
Well-
become a dictator.
Occasionally, and occasionally, I now give into the chaotic voices. Like, you can leave, you can
Yeah.
bail, or you can.
Take
you don't
your own
have to do the
boundaries.
right thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Recently,
what is the right thing when
I
it
don't
comes to
know.
family stuff?
How often do you bail in conversation? Because I'm doing that more. Where if I'm having a bad conversation with someone, I
You'll
just
bail.
find any fake reason to be like, I'm gonna go sit down.
Yeah.
Like any fake reason to leave it instead of saying like, this conversation really sucks. You're not doing good.
Did you do that before COVID?
No.
So you think it's a COVID thing,
Interesting.
maybe?
I think it's COVID plus therapy.
Yeah.
Okay.
COVID
Realizing
or
you
plus
don't-
old.
Yeah, I think it's
What if Mano just
grown
gets
shit.
up and leaves the room?
It'd be iconic. I
You
really want
failed
to.
on this.
I really
Oh,
want
that'd be
to.
really good. Get out. Get out right now.
Don't leave.
Oh, fuck, that's so
I really
funny.
want to go. I feel so bad. It feels right. I'll stay. But you know what? I'm bailing on that plan.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm staying.
Yeah, that's a good question. You're asking really great questions about like the different types the different ways you can bail.
So
with
we're
it.
not
all
afraid to
control
leave.
freaks? Is that what we're
Yeah.
comfortable saying?
Well, it sounds like we
Yeah.
all take on the role of like the peacemaker, the sibling that had to, like, I know for me, if I ever like do anything wrong, I do feel like I have to like really explain it to my parents because they're so busy with other stuff in my family that's like, I've got to be the one that keeps everything okay.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got to be the one
Absolutely.
that keeps it all together. I can't make a mistake.
At the very least, I'll swallow my feelings and not talk about my
Right.
feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the nicest thing you can do.
Yeah. Honestly,
Right.
what's so fucked up? Kind of yes.
Kind
Because part of me, when I do that, I'm like, well, listen, I could tell you, but you wouldn't be able to handle it. And then we'd be getting
Exactly.
nowhere.
Right.
So let's just fucking keep going.
Let's keep going.
Mhm.
And with
Yeah, you have
vacation,
to, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
have you gone on a successful family vacation?
Quickly.
Quickly. And we're talking about not me, my husband, and my
I'm
dog.
not. No, I don't think I'm not counting you, your husband, and your
No,
dog.
gay family isn't real. We're talking
Family
real
is-
family.
It's not recognized in the
Gay,
United
it's
States.
weird.
When RuPaul said we get to choose our family,
No. You get to-
she was doing that for a check.
you get to choose your fantasy. No. It's something is wrong all the time. One time, my mom.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is one of my favorites. The chaos came at the end of the trip. So my mom is famous for if you drive in a car with her for more than 20 minutes, you will get in a fight with her. She is an instigator. She is so good at instigating. She will pick a fight with you.
Yeah.
One time I blew her mind when instead of like taking the bait, I very calmly just said, I'm not mad at you. I just think you're behaving poorly. Wow. And that blew her mind because she's such a...
And then she just drove off the road.
Well, then she was like, but wait, but we need to have the fight now.
her brain couldn't, like, it didn't know which way to go.
She put rocks in her pockets and walked into the ocean.
She did a full ladybird. She just...
Yeah, like that blew her mind. So if you have anyone who's like conflict focused in your life, you can say something like that and it blows their mind. So like, but you mean you're in a fight?
That's free
like,
therapy.
No.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, we're not in a fight. I think you're behaving poorly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blows their mind.
That's
It
good.
blows their mind. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so wait.
Yes.
So here's a scenario.
Please, give me.
So let's craft something.
We're going to
where-
role play a little. with
Okay.
you.
We're gonna role play a little bit. This
So
is
you got to
Okay.
drop into character.
Okay. So, but I
Improvising?
like this like little
It's
setup
improv. You're
of
Okay,
right.
improv.
like someone we are trapped. It's not even like we're on a long flight. Okay.
Yeah.
We're on vacation. How are you going to exit this plane?
Okay.
The plane hasn't taken off yet, and you're
Oh,
like,
am I
and
gonna
you've-
exit this
And
plane?
you've decided
You've
that you're going to leave
your
this
family
plane.
And you're still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are on
Okay.
the plane.
The truth is, okay, I'm going to give you the verbal version because I think the most realistic version is literally, I wouldn't say a thing.
But what if we caught...
Okay, but
Mono,
I'm going to
we
give
see
you the
you
verbal
No,
version.
what would the version be?
This?
Yeah.
Like, no, hold on, be right back. No, wait, I'm just really one. Hold on.
Wait, he's got...
And then I think he's leaving the plane.
Wait, he got his
And then he
luggage.
leaves the plane.
So
without-
that was you getting your luggage from the overhead?
No. So that's the exit. The exit is hold on a second, and then leaves.
That's it.
That's great.
I literally
actually.
would like probably pretend to use the bathroom.
Okay. That's satisfactory.
I think I would pretend to use the bathroom, or if someone said like, oh, like wait, you're moving your bag, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to move it up to that. I'm gonna move it to the front of the
Oh my
plane.
gosh.
But if there were a verbal version, I doubt I would go verbal though. I really doubt I would say, hey, I'm leaving this trip.
You would have done it earlier in the day, or
Right.
maybe a week before.
Right.
Because the anxiety of getting off a plane is its own trauma,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like do they just let you off the plane if you're like,
Well,
I need to
apparently
get
that's-
off?
Well,
that
when the doors
happens.
are closed, though, is that like, oh, will they just let you if you're like,
I think
want to
it's
leave and like the doors closed?
you know that what's the thing that you have to walk onto the plane?
The bridge or whatever.
The bridge. I think if that's pulled away, I don't think you can get off.
Unless you,
Jump.
how bad did you want to get off? Do you cause a scene?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what was fun about the COVID years. You
Oh,
could
is
just
that
be
you
like,
could just-
I don't believe I'm not putting on a mask.
Or
So now if you say they're like, okay, we don't care if you don't believe
Yeah.
in COVID.
I don't believe.
I don't believe.
we're
So
gonna
we have
read
some
you
listener mail.
something.
Oh my God. Okay, fun.
We wanted to have you weigh in.
So yeah, this is an
on-
anonymous
Okay, I
submission
love this.
from fans of the pod.
I love it.
Thank you so much for sending in.
Yes, keep sending them in.
your stories of cancellations. So many came in. Too many.
Oh, I
came
like
in.
that.
Keep sending them in, please.
Yes.
And we were able to pick out one that was actually kind of like on theme for this
Oh,
episode.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Felt flying and post 9/11.
Okay, great. Good. And then, okay, keep going.
Okay, it's called Brother Bailed. That's the title.
Okay.
My stupid big brother said he was going to fly out to France to meet my parents for my dad's 75th birthday and do Normandy together. I didn't want to be left out of this epic trip, so we all agreed to do one big family vacay. I bought the plane tickets and tried to talk to my bro about sharing Airbnbs. I ended up booking my own room for him and his wife. Okay, so I'm thinking he booked his own room and then he booked a room for his brother and his wife, which is really nice. Then 3 weeks before the trip, he backed out. It was some lame reason, but I knew he just sucked at planning and waited too long to get the plane tickets. So I'm out like $6,000 for a family trip he basically talked me into going and then never came. Some sibling bullshit.
Wow.
The sibling just said, I'm not coming.
Yeah, it seems like
Wait,
him and his
how
wife.
many-
And-
how far? 3
And
weeks before,
And they won't pay?
and they're not going to come. They're not paying.
Why aren't they going to pay?
That's a great question. Yeah, why aren't they? I would be
Why?
like, hey,
What do
this
you
was your
mean?
Airbnb that I booked for you and your wife. Can you pay for that? Because I'm not getting a refund.
Yeah, and then what? I wish I could follow up. What?
That's all the.
That's
info.
all they
That's
said.
all the info we got.
Oh my God, brother bailed.
Brother bailed.
Unacceptable.
So
Take
Yeah,
them
that's-
to the police.
that's the advice. If you take your brother to the police,
Put your brother in the car and be like, we're going to ice cream, and then instead go right to the police. Say,
I don't even know what I would do in that. Like
$6K is an exorbitant amount of money.
that is,
yeah.
I would you absolutely have to get your money back.
for the Airbnbs. Yeah.
That is so much money.
Would you bail on the trip? Would you then at that point like? I wouldn't be afraid to just be like, well, I'm not going either, and just try and get all of my money back.
Yeah, that's interesting. Could you? Okay, there's some logistical. It's like there's logistical answer and there's an emotional
Yeah.
answer. Will you be emotionally fulfilled going on this trip alone, or are there other family members
Well, it's
there?
for his dad's 75th birthday.
So dad is.
That's what I'm confused. I'm like, why aren't the parents
The parents
also mad at the brother?
The parents are already out there.
They're already in France, right?
They're already going to be out there. So
Yeah.
they were going to go visit the parents on this trip. They were going to meet them out there.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you? Could you have fun doing it just on your own? Maybe.
I would say
I think. Well, okay. There's a couple answers here. One is you can say you're not going and secretly go on the trip
and not tell any
and not
family
tell
members.
a single person you're on the trip.
Have
That's
a
one
solo
option.
trip.
Mm.
Get all the money back. Don't go
Yeah.
on the trip. That's also fun.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps even contact the emergency Airbnb
I mean,
line.
3 weeks. Sometimes some Airbnbs are like no refund, but 3 weeks you can sometimes get a refund.
Yeah.
What's the closest like that you would, if you were in the shoes of like the brother, knowing that you didn't want to go on this? Like, what would your deadline be if you were like, I don't want to go, I'm not going? Like, would you wait before? Would you do it before 3 weeks? Or after the 3-week mark?
Well, it wouldn't matter because if I did it, I would still pay. Like if I
there it is.
cancel, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna make my
same,
brother pay $6,000. That relationship is destroyed forever.
I agree. That would bankrupt me.
Do you know what I'm
Straight up.
saying?
Yeah.
If you have a shitty family and you're not paying for your shitty family's trip
Yeah.
that I went out of my way to book, and you're not gonna pay me back,
That's
that
on
relationship
you.
is destroyed.
And what about the wife? What about the sister-in-law? Like, if I were her, I'd be
Yeah.
mortified. I'd be embarrassed by my husband.
I want to know more about
I
Brother
know.
Bailed. Brother Bailed, right back in and let us
Brother
know.
Bailed.
Get back in touch and let us know what happened next, and if there was some type of physical confrontation, film
Yes.
it.
Altercation.
This is
Yeah.
not acceptable. What would you do if a sibling did this to you?
Oh,
I mean, I definitely
They'd
could
freak
see
out.
a sibling doing this to me, or like a relative in general, because
Yeah.
back to the chaos. But I do think at the end of the day, they would be reasonable enough to like even set up a payment plan.
Absolutely.
Of like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pay you back.
There's
in
nothing
the next
wrong with
year. Yeah, I'd be like, all right, at least you're acknowledging this.
If you want to go non-confrontation, you could very nicely say, hey, that's a lot of money. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of money for you too. So maybe let's set up a payment plan of $600 a month, $500 a month
Right.
for this many months.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of money, and you know it's not fair to make me pay for it.
No.
that's my favorite thing, where it's like,
Right?
A, B, and C.
Yeah, you know.
You know this
you
is
know,
wrong.
don't.
You understand.
I'm not.
And it sounds like the brother convinced him to go to Normandy. It sounds like
Yeah.
the brother like called him one day, like, "Hey, Dad and Mom are in France. Let's like surprise them for Dad's birthday and go."
Crazy.
To be honest, though, that is a kind of a move I would do. I do that where I'm like, guys, let's all go see this movie on Saturday night. We're gonna get drinks, pizza. We're gonna go see the movie, and then like Saturday morning, I'm like, hey guys,
I don't want to do it.
and 7 people already have tickets to see this movie.
I
and
see.
a lot like that's happened many. So I do get that impulse to plan, and then
Yeah.
the morning of it just doesn't.
Sometimes you're feeling
But I
manic
would
after a cold
100%
brew, and
pay-
you're like,
yes,
let's go to France.
yeah, you're like calling
Sure,
everyone you
yeah.
know. Let's book this trip.
You gotta book the trip sometimes.
But then the tide changes. But I would 100% pay.
yeah.
Or I would call Airbnb every single day
Yeah.
to like get a refund and call the airlines and like help my brother out.
You gotta do something.
never leave them
I
in the
hope
lurch.
there's got to be an
I
update
agree.
from Brother Bailed.
I
I want to
know.
know.
Yeah.
I hope that there is.
I want to know. Yeah, that's too much pressure. Yeah, I mean, now you do family trips of too many people. Like, do you try to do trips that are only for you, or will you go on a trip that's like, We're doing something with the bigger fam.
Sort of, kind of. My family situation is like kind of scattered and non-existent.
Yeah.
And also, but when it was always such a big to do that I feel like I feel sort of like personally retired from family bullshit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the level of what I'm willing to put up with is very small.
Yeah.
Luckily, my boyfriend's family, he has like a large family, and they all like get along really well. It's entirely different
Yeah, it's a different vibe.
from
Isn't that funny?
mine. It's really fun,
It
and it makes spending time with them like really pleasant
That's
and nice that no one's yelling. However,
Yeah.
they do enjoy spending time together. So there's more
Mm-hmm.
activities going on.
I
I am
see.
not an organized fun person.
Which
Yeah.
can be really draining.
Which can be a little-
back to back.
It
Little
can.
whatever.
Yeah, you can only do so many organized events in a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only so much I can do. What was the question? You asked me something specific though about it.
Vacations, are they for you or are they
Are
for
they for
other
me?
people?
I feel like if it's framed as a vacation, I have no qualms being like, this is supposed to be my vacation too, and what is relaxing to me is to spend
Yeah.
a little like alone time
Right.
in my hotel room.
Yes.
I'm not going to this, that, and the third
Yeah.
throughout the fucking day. I'm gonna be able to sit down and like watch Charlie's Angels on the TV.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
My
that's
brother
it.
and I love like on vacation, love to be like, I need a vacation from this vacation.
Yeah.
Intoxicating.
That's like
my
my vibe.
favorite thing to say.
Being on a
Yeah.
hotel bed and like
Yeah.
seeing what stupid shows on Food Network
Oh, that's
is
the best.
intoxicating.
Even just
air
infomercials.
conditioning.
Oh my god, I love infomercials.
Have you seen like Emerald's like infomercials for the whatever?
restaurant?
He just has like a million
Yeah.
products out, and then it's like the Emerald air fryer or
Oh,
whatever. I could
love
sit and watch
those.
that shit forever.
Well, we need to bring back infomercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Ron Popeils of the. Remember Ron Popeil's
Yeah, I
Showtime
do.
Rotisserie?
Uh-huh.
Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Go
and
on.
I remember like
Oh my
mouth, like, being like, that
God.
looks delicious and
You're
so
gonna love
easy.
it. So easy. You
I'm
got
gonna
to
look it up.
So easy.
It's on YouTube, I'm sure of it. Ron Popeil's Showtime Rotisserie. You said it, and
Ron,
you
if
forget
you're out
it.
there,
Ron, we love you.
we love you, Ron.
to
And
have you on the
I
pod.
so admire. I miss the also like the lead and the stooge, for lack of a better word, when infomercials were the person who made the thing, and then
Yeah.
the hype man who's like, "Oh my god, that's the best fucking chicken I've ever
fucking love
had."
this.
Oh my god, that chicken is so good. You know what I mean? They're like, they have to nut on camera.
Whoever like they're like the Igor to their Dr. Frankenstein, it's just like
The Igor is
cake pops.
the Igor is the perfect way to put it. Yeah, and they fucking
I feel like
nutted, but she's still sucking on those cake pops.
Shark Tank kind of ruined that a little.
You're right. Shark Tank is the new infomercial.
It's the new infomercial, but in like such a scary way.
Yeah.
I used to like think when I was little, I was like, you can just invent anything and like
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
You invent something, you're rich, your life is good.
Oh.
Now, like I watch Shark Tank and I'm like, that's the worst, most humiliating thing you could possibly.
And they put their life savings into it, Mama.
Oh, it's so
They're
scary.
like-
so
and
sad.
the business children. When it's
I love the
presented by
business children.
I hate the business children, where they're like, "My mommy made me do this because it might increase the chances of you investing 10% of $100 in our company." It's so creepy.
Instead of going to school,
Yes.
I manage 14 Airbnbs. I am contributing to the housing crisis, and I am building a world that will be unsustainable for me to go up in, and I live for that.
I've never watched the children's version.
No, there's a couple where a child is the figurehead of the pitch.
Oh, God,
Where-
that seems like child labor. Or
It
something.
is. It really is.
It's like
and then it's
Chopped
presented as
for
like
kids.
it's
Kids
creepy,
Chopped.
and then it's presented as like good old teach this child capitalism. It's awesome.
we need this.
how to
We
be
need
a salesman.
It's weird.
Well,
It's yucky.
Mono,
Yeah,
thank you so much for being here.
that
to talk
fucking
about-
flew.
I know. It
I know.
Flew, it
It's
flew by.
weird. Like when we first were discussing the podcast, we're like, what should it be about? And then we both were like, well, we kind of love this, but like, is there enough to talk about? There's so much
There's
to talk
too much
about.
to talk
With
about.
canceling and like bailing and plans.
You got to figure out what happened with brother.
We will
Brother
figure out.
Bale.
But Mono, thank you so
Yes.
much for not bailing on coming here to
Yeah,
talk
that
with us
fun?
today.
You showed up.
I
You
really
showed
wanted
up.
to
and
leave
you also
in the
showed
middle.
up right on time. Like I looked at the clock. It was
Right
like,
on
perfect.
time. Is there
Adult.
anywhere that that the people can find you?
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug?
Yeah. Find me at my name. on the Instagrams and stuff, Mano Agapion. And then listen to I do a drag podcast called
Hell
Drag
yeah.
Her Podcast. Fun.
Yes.
I do a trash podcast about trash called We Love Trash with Betsy Sidaro.
Is it actual trash or trash TV?
Yeah, like trash TV.
Okay.
Just garbage.
Oh my
They go in the
God.
dump
I thought it
and
was like maybe they like look at like antiques.
they go to the dump and they just
That would
slurp
be
on
good.
whatever wet things
Well,
they can find.
We just did one where we were like shopping for antique dolls.
Oh.
Haunted.
My boyfriend just brought
Haunted.
one home.
No.
And you turn the head
No.
and it has different faces.
You're dead.
And I was
You're
like, that's what I
dead.
said. I was like, I'm dead. I believe in ghosts. He doesn't believe in ghosts. So I'm like,
Yeah.
get that out of here.
You're dead.
And he broke the hand on it. So now I'm
No.
like, did the ghost escape?
It did.
Oh, you're dead. You're
Yeah.
gone, dude.
So we
Textbook,
love
it
trash.
Yeah.
And drag her.
Yeah,
Her, We Love
and
Trash.
other shit too. My God, I'm actually gonna go to Edinburgh Fringe Fest to do improv with Holy Shit Improv.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That's crazy. So if this is out by then, come watch me in Edinburgh,
When are
we have
your
a-
show dates in Edinburgh?
August 18th to the 26th.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
Isn't that
Is
crazy?
it your first time going to Edinburgh?
Yeah, I've never been. Have you been?
Never.
I've never been. I was close to going once. It's like on my bucket list.
Yeah, I want to go.
It's such a experience. And also like Edinburgh is
Yeah.
a magical, haunted city.
I'm gonna get haunted, but I'll let you know. What if I bail on that trip?
Ooh.
I'll keep you updated.
Okay, yeah, let us
A lot
know.
of flyering, I imagine, too.
Yeah.
I want
I
someone
hear
from
that's
your
not
show
fun.
to email us
Don't
and
do
say
that.
one of our performers bailed on an improv show in Edinburgh and we're really pissed.
Yeah,
he
I
got
want
off
that.
the flight.